A top story, the State Bank of India has requested the Supreme Court to extend the deadline till June 30th for giving information about electoral bonds to the Election Commission. Remember, the Apex Court in a historic judgment last month had struck down the electoral bond scheme and told SBI to give the information to the Election Commission by March 6th.
22,000 applications in terms of electoral bonds, and double that, it's around 44,000 which have to be correlated because when they issued the bond and when it was in cash by the political party, they were kept at two different places and they weren't in two different silos, as they argued before the Supreme Court, and it would require a lot of paperwork to correlate the two, and that's the reason for why they're asking that to be submitted by the 30th of June for an extension. We'll have to wait and see whether the Supreme Court will adhere to this. This was decided by a 5-judge bench and held it unconstitutional. They were very, very firm when they said that there can be no secrecy involved in those people who had contributed and had wanted this to be made public by the 13th of March, well ahead of that electoral process that is going to be underway to ensure that everybody knows who the funders are, whether what exactly was the amount that was given by any particular person. It requires, of course, a lot of data analysis because it's not necessary that a particular company, the individual who had bought that electoral bond would be able to correlate it with the political party. It requires a little bit of data analysis and data crunching, which will have to be done. But nevertheless, the fact of the matter is that an attempt of transparency and accountability in the electoral system was envisaged by the Supreme Court. Whether they will indulge the State Bank of India is anybody's guess, but definitely a petition has been filed and we'll have to wait and see what exactly happens.
And news from Uttar Pradesh. Cabinet expansion will take place in UP on Tuesday. Cabinet expansion will take place on Tuesday at 5 p.m. The swearing-in will take place at Raj Bhavan. 4 to 5 new ministers are expected to take oath in Yogi Adityanath's government. Let's go across to Tanishq, who's joining us on the phone line. Tanishq, what are the other details?
Well, Osama, this cabinet expansion was much awaited as there had been talks, but it is finally coming, if sources are to be believed, it is coming just ahead of the Lok Sabha polls. Now, 2 MLAs of the RLD are likely to be inducted into the state cabinet, and also SBSP chief O.P. Rajbar is also likely to be sworn in as a cabinet minister. These are the details that we have as of now, and if sources are to be believed, the expansion could take place at around 5 p.m. tomorrow. And, the governor is on a visit to Agra, so once she's back from Agra, then the cabinet expansion could take place. Now, RLD getting 2 cabinet berths was a part of RLD's, deal with the BJP for joining the India fold. Today, RLD also announced 2 of its candidates from Bijnor and Bagpat seat. So now, yes, the cabinet expansion is likely to take place tomorrow if sources are to be believed, and 4 to 5 new inclusions the UP government could see into the state cabinet, including, RLD leaders and SBSP chief Om Prakash Rajbar as well. Yes.
Tanishq Punjabi, thank you very much for getting us all those details. The BJP today launched the Modi Ka Parivar campaign to counter Rashtriya Janata Dal patriarch Lalu Yadav's personal attack, in which the veteran leader said the Prime Minister has no family. Now, the question is, will this personal attack backfire against the Prime Minister like it has in the past? Here's a report.
मेरा जीवन खुली किताब जैसा है। मेरी पल पल की खबर देश रखता है। 140 करोड़ देशवासी, यही मेरा परिवार है। ये नौजवान मोदी का परिवार है।
A fresh BJP campaign for the Lok Sabha polls minutes after PM Modi's speech in Adilabad in Telangana. Top party leaders, union ministers, chief ministers of BJP ruled states added Modi Ka Parivar to their social media handles.
आजकल परिवारवाद पर हमला कर रहा है।
A day after RJD chief Lalu Yadav's attack against the PM on his dynastic politics charge against opposition parties. Lalu was addressing an INDIA opposition bloc rally in Patna.
ये नरेंद्र मोदी आजकल परिवारवाद पर हमला कर रहे हैं। अरे भाई तुम बताओ ना कि तुमको क्यों परिवार में कोई संतान नहीं तुमको हुआ, बताओ। तुम्हारे पास परिवार नहीं है।
आज देश की करोड़ों बेटियां, माताएं, बहनें, यही मोदी का परिवार है। आज देश का हर गरीब ये मेरे परिवार है। जिसका कोई नहीं है वो भी मोदी के हैं और मोदी उनका है। आज पूरा देश एक सुर में कह रहा है, नेने मोदी कुटुंबम, नेने नेने।
आप आश्वस्त रहिए, आपका ये चौकीदार पूरी तरह से चौकन्ना है।